and we will be presenting our group project, which is photography studio booking system. So these are the team members. Next. Okay. For the system overview, this system is a smart booking and reservation system developed using Java and object-oriented programming concepts. It is designed to manage studio bookings, video recordings, and equipment rentals efficiently. The system allows users to create reservation, process payments, and store booking information. Next. For the UML diagram, this is our diagram. So the system is designed using a structured object-oriented approach. It is consists of base class, several subclasses, supporting classes, and an interface. Each component interacts with one another to ensure proper functionality and organization of the system. Next. For the user, customer, and staff, the user class is the parent class that stores general user information such as user ID, name, email, and password. The customer and staff classes inherit from the user class. This allows both classes to reuse common attributes and methods while having their own specific functionalities. For the abstract class, the reservation class is an abstract class that acts as a blueprint for all types of reservations. It contains common attributes such as reservation ID, booking date, start time, end time, and status. It is also includes an abstract method called get confirmation details, which must be implemented by all subclasses. For the polymorphism, the system includes three subclasses, which are photoshoot, video recording, and equipment rental. Each subclass extends the reservation class and contains its own specific attributes. These subclasses implement get confirmation details method differently, demonstrating polymorphism in the system. Next. For the system uses an interface called Payable to handle payment-related operations. This interface includes methods such as process payment and apply discount. All reservation subclasses implement this interface to ensure consistent payment functionality across the system. For a class that ensures each reservation has a unique and secure identifiers. The class reservation manager class is a static class responsible for managing reservation, including adding, updating, deleting, and generating reports. The file storage class is used to save and load reservation data from files. Next. So for the exception handling and advanced OOP, the system includes a custom exception called invalid reservation exception to handle invalid inputs and errors. It is also used advanced object-oriented concepts such as static nested class called client details and an inner class called reminder, which is used to notify users about upcoming reservations. Next. So
Now,
that's all for me. We'll pass to the next person.
alright, on the file input and output and validation logic, we're gonna look at the first. We can take a look whenever a booking is made, the application takes all the reservation detail and write them cleanly into a simple text file called reservation.txt. If you look at the screenshot, you can see that the file sitting there is on the hard drive. This proves that our data persistent is working exactly the way it's supposed to take the Java data objects and safely lock them down into a permanent text file. Next. So next, we're gonna look on how our system is load on setup. So every single time the system launch, it instantly reach out to the same text file using a tool called buffer reader. It read through the file line by line, untangle the raw text back into the actual Java objects, and instantly build the table you see on the screen. For example, this booking here for Shami was loaded straight from the hard drive the second the apps open. This ensures a seamless experience for the user because their data is always right where they left it. Next. So for the append new reservation, so what happened when we want to add a brand new booking? We use what we call append mode. When an admin fill out the booking form and hits create reservation, a success box pops up showing a completely unique randomized ID string for that bookings. Behind the scene, the file writer doesn't wipe up the whole text file and start over. Instead, it just skip down to the very last of the document and append the new booking right there. This is a huge safety feature because it means we are never at risk of accidentally overwriting or erasing our past booking history. Next. So, on the validating logics, the time overlap validating. Now we can save that. Now saving data is great, but we also have to make sure user doesn't type conflicting information. The biggest headache for a student booking system is a double booking, which is why I wrote the time overlap validation. Here's the actual code for a method I wrote called ensure no overlap. Before any file is written, the system loop through every single active booking to check for a conflict. If you look at the lines 71 and 72, that's where the magic happened. It checks the new booking trying to start before and all one ends, and the old one starting before the new one ends. If both are true, the time are crossing over. The code immediately hit the brakes and cancel the operation. That throw an invalid reservation exception to warn the user exactly who they are double booking with. Next. Next, the duplicate ID validation. On our final line of defense, the duplicate ID validation, along with checking dates, we have to make sure the structured data stay clean. In this system, every single reservation is under its own unique strings. Before the backend updates or insert anything into our main map structure, it checks to make sure that two different customers doesn't accidentally get assigned the exact same ID number. By running this ID check right alongside our time overlap check, the system stay completely foolproof, keeping our text file clean and perfectly organized. That's all from me. I'm gonna pass to the next person.
Alright, so right now I'm going to explain about our system GUI. So we developed the graphical user interface of the booking systems using Java Swing. So this interface allows users to enter reservation information through different GUI components. So we're gonna see the breakdown of the GUI system. So the first one is the JText field. Um, for this part, we collect customer details such as name, phone number, and the booking time, the start and end. And then we got J combo box, which is allow users to select available studios more efficiently and reduce manual input users. And finally, the J button, which is we use to trigger action such as creating a reservation and seeing the data to the backend system. Right now, so for the second part of the UI, we organize the interface layout to make it more user-friendly and easier to navigate. So the reservation records are displayed using JTable, which is you can see right here, allowing users to view booking details such as customer information, studio selection, total payment, and payment status. So we also implemented studio layout visualization which provides users with a simple preview of the studio arrangement before confirming their reservation. So this way, we improve user understanding and creates a more interactive experience. So for the last part, to complete the GUI functionality, we implemented menu actions for files and reservation management, as explained as a member before. So the users can save reservation data, refresh and or load reservation records, and exit the application throughout the menu systems. This function helps improve usability and ensure the interface communicates properly with the backend services. So in conclusion, for the GUI part, this is developing the graphical user interface, improving user interaction, and lastly, ensuring smooth integration between the front end and the back end of the reservation system. That's all for the GUI system.
So
So for the
moving on
next
to
part,
the event, sorry. So
yeah,
moving on to the event handling. So this part shows how the search bar interacts with the reservation list. When a user types a name or phone number into the search field and clicks on the search button, it filters the reservation table to display only the matching records. For example, uh, input my name Yaslin and instantly narrows to her reservation details. So this makes it quick and easy to locate specific bookings without scrolling through the entire list. So next, so this part of the system demonstrates mark paid and delete button. So the user can trigger these two actions. First, the mark paid button updates the payment status from no to yes in the reservation list. And then the delete button removes the reservation entirely from the list once it's no longer needed. So both actions immediately update the table so the changes are visible in real time. So moving on to the demo.
okay, right now, so we're gonna go through on how the GUI and the whole system works for the flow of the user perspective. So on the left side, for this side, user can enter reservation information, including customer name, phone number, booking start, and the end time. I select a preferred studio. So we're gonna go through one by one. So let's say the person that want to booking is named Shafiq, and then phone number, let's say 010 543 7689. So we can like choose what time we want to start to use the photography studio and when to end it. And then we got this which studio we want to book, which is for now we have just 4 studio, A, B, X, and Y. So let's say Shafiq want to choose X, then just click for the X. Then this is just kind of the information that hourly rate is 120 ringgit, and then flat service fee. And then of course, if there's any kind of additional information that the user want to put, then we can. Let's say he want to request like kind of water and everything. So we annotate to know what the user is request. So when the user finish every necessary information, they just need to click at the create reservation, which is gonna pop up success and then show the reservation ID like this and just click OK. So this is for the front end for the user. So after the user have created a reservation, of course, sorry, for this part, it's just kind of like a studio layout. So the user can know what to be expected when they reserve their photography studio. So moving on to the right side, this is like admin or backend side when receiving the information from the user. So as previously, this is the one that I've I've done I've making reservation, which is the name customer Shafiq, phone number, start and studio booking. So at this part, of course, if there's a many customer that have been created the reservation, we can search by the ID or the customer by the search engine. And then if they are paid, then we can just press at this button and then it will pop up yes at the paid column. So of course, for the user, if they want to see which what time or any detailed specification what they are reserved, they can just save and then we pop up like this and then let me show you it's gonna pop so it's gonna be pop up like this that gonna show every detail about the reservation itself. So I think that's all for the demonstration on how to use and navigate the film and photography studio booking.